So it's been like a whole year since I posted this video about Nian Gao on my channel, and despite it being ferociously bad, it's getting me thousands of views, but that's besides the point. This video is not an excuse for me to put Nian Gao in the titles again, but it's because I think the flavors of dates really works well with the flavor of the cane sugar, which is the main flavoring component of Nian Gao. So yeah, let's get started. Get 150 grams of red dates into a bowl along with some boiling water and let it sit for a bit. Some of the dust and dirt that have gotten stuck to the dates through the drying process, because it's, sticky, is taken care of here. Also, if you haven't noticed, I'm using both red dates and black dates, which has a deeper flavor. I don't have a whole lot of vocabulary in my tiny brain to describe it, but black dates are optional. Go ahead and de-seed the dates using a pair of scissors. Steam it for 30-ish minutes on a medium-low heat. In the meantime, melt about 160 grams of cane sugar into 550 grams of water on a medium-low heat. Once the dates are ready, go ahead and blend it first, and then add some of the cane sugar water in to dilute it, so that it can blend easier. Normally I would use a high power blender, which is the way to go if you want to keep the skin, because I don't know, it's nutritious. But if you're using a low power one like I did, you can sieve it and discard of the skin. Now when the liquid hits the flour, it has to be above 40 degrees to sort of turn the flour into a half cooked state, because wheat starch has the tendency to sink to the bottom in a high liquid ratio mixture when it's completely raw. So that's why I put it back on the stove to heat it up. In a bowl, add 150 grams of wheat starch and then followed by 200 grams of glutinous rice flour. Mix them well and pour in 30 grams of oil, which will then form clumps in the mix, which you don't need to freak out about, it will dissolve. Gradually mix in the liquid into the flour mixture. One way I found to eliminate or minimize clumps is to make sure the flour or the starch in the bowl are all roughly equally wet before pouring in more liquid. And when the mixture absorbs enough water to form a dough, I use that dough to catch all the flour that haven't been mixed in yet. Now just add all the remaining liquid gradually and form into a thick batter. The consistency of the batter may vary due to the addition of dates. So if the batter is too thick, you can add water here to get it to that double cream or heavy cream consistency. Lightly oil the mold before pouring the batter in. Pour in roughly 1/4 or 1/5 of the batter, because we're steaming it in layers. The reason I steam it in layers is because, I want a way to differentiate it from the traditional one. Plus, it cooks faster, more evenly, and you can monitor its doneness more closely. Steam the first layer for 10 minutes without the cover on. I made a mistake during filming this, so I apologize for that. Keep in mind that every layer after that will take a little longer than the last to cook. If you're cooking it all in one go, it would be about an hour and a half to 2 hours. When the cake turns dark brown, that's when you know it's ready. Put it out to rest to room temperature and then put it into the fridge to firm up. The Nian Gao should come out really easily and is way easier to handle than the turnip cake. One way to prevent it sticking to your knife while cutting due to how sticky it is to prepare a bowl of cold water, drizzle some oil and just dip your knife in there. I don't know why it works better than just coating your knife in oil, but it just does. It'll still stick a little, so I imagine using a fishing line is still the best option if you have it, which I don't. Cut into 1 centimeter thick slices and sear on a medium heat. If you're wondering how they taste compared to normal traditional Nian Gao, it tastes like dates. So I don't know what you're expecting. But as I said before, I think it works great with the flavors of the cane sugar. One thing you do trade off here is the chewiness. This isn't as chewy as the traditional ones due to the ratio of the flours in the recipe being lessened. And honestly, I think if you're tired of traditional Nian Gao, you should definitely try this. So yeah, I'm tired of talking. So you have watched the whole video and made it to the end, and I thank you for watching all of that. Unless you skip to the end right to this part, which I don't know why you would do that, because this is just the part where I tell you to like and subscribe and stuff like that. And in case you still haven't, you can go do that. And also, if you made the recipe yourself, you can tag me on Instagram. So yeah, that's about it. Bye.